Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Laura Cilio and thank you for spending this time together with me today. So what we're going to talk about today, I'm so pleased to present to you Spring Step Men's of Spring of 2023. So Spring Step Men's, let me just tell you a little bit about it before we actually get into the product. As you know, Spring Step is all about, number one, great looks because we want them to look good, but we also want them to feel good, and that really is the inside and out, and how we do that is it's the materials that we use, it's the technology that we use. You're going to see beautiful, genuine leathers. You're going to see great updates, and also you're going to see some nice new colors to some great selling styles. So I'll be sure to point all that out as we go along. But before I get into product, I do want to share with you the current best sellers of our current Spring 22 season. So let's take a look. So our best sellers here, of course, we're going to start with our style Lugano. That goes without saying. Our number 2 style is Crispin. Number 3 is KRIS, and you will see a great new color of KRIS for spring of 23. Number 4 is Aspino. 5 is Ben. Number 6 is Luciano. Number 7 is Mateo. And you will see great new styles on that similar construction. Number 8 is Jarrett, and again, new color there. Number 9 is Laredo, and 10 is Raymond, which is from our men's Relife collection. So it's great to see in that top 10, we have a nice mix of closed shoes and open sandals. So we're gonna get right into the product, and we're gonna start off with actually number 1, and it's our Lugano. So let's get right started into product. And I'll be sure to point out all the great features for you as we go along. So our first style is Lugano, and that is ranked absolutely number 1, and I hope you can see why. Number 1, it's of course the great burnishing. It's all these gorgeous leathers, and how we do that is we make sure that things are done by hand. It has that really nice, beautiful burnished effect, but check out the outsole. How cool is he? So we're bringing in a color here of the outsole. It's a blue, and then that bottom here, it's an off-white, just giving him some nice added dimension. He's a slip-on style, so you're going to see your twin gore right there, easy on, easy off, because that's what we're all about, right? We're going to give him some nice padding right here around that heel collar, and then just take notice of the really great colors. It's a black, a navy, and this really nice cognac color. And that's our style Lugano. So our second style is Tommie. So just as I pointed out to you before, the cool outsole, and Tommie has one as well. So I like so much how it has almost that, you know, that graduated color effect where you see the, you know, the lighter, the gray going down to the black. Of course, you have that stitching for that really cool design look. And then he's really a really cool take on a casual. So we're going to give him some nice laces, very traditional. And as I go through, just take notice of the leathers. You can see how great and soft they are. And this is our style Tommie. Of course, it's a nice black and a brown. Our third style is Gabino. So we're going to get into some really nice, as you can see, it's a pebbled leather. And number 1, the leather is super duper soft, but it also gives a really nice richness. It also kind of brings that casual look. That's what happens when we use those beautiful pebbled leathers. And I also want to point out too here, it's the piping right all the way around. It's a textile, and what that does, number 1, it gives it, of course, a little nice dimension of a look, but it also gives him a nice comfort feature, giving him a little padding right here on that back heel where he needs it. And then of course, just take notice of the insoles also as I go through. And one other thing, I want to point out how lightweight he really is, and then we're bringing in a lot of that flexibility. And again, I always say I'm hardly putting any pressure, and yet he's just so flexible, and that equates to comfort. My next style here is the Daniello. So let's give him a really great look. To me, it's just so rich when I see how we have this, I call it a basket weave. I'm putting my hand here so you can see really how really nicely done it is. It has a very chic look. And then I hope you can see the inside here where we gave him a little bit of something to smile about with the coloration inside there with that insole. I'm just gonna pop him out out for 1 minute because I do want you to see the insoles. So we're talking about the comfort, right? And this is one of our signatures. It's the way we do insoles. So number one, it's removable, and number two, of course, it's leather, and that means a lot when it goes ahead and touches your foot. So this is our Daniello, and you can see him in the two great colors. The next style here is made in Turkey. Now, you know Turkey, number one, is known for their leathers, but number two, it's all about the construction. So if you're familiar with, I hope, our Spring Step ladies line, you see this construction, and this is really our Fusaro construction. And believe it or not, I say it every time, but this is really where it all started. So this is something new for spring of 23. This is Davos. And what that construction means is, number one, it's the opanka. So it's that hand stitch where that upper is literally stitched to that outsole. It's going to give, like, check this out, it's going to give it all that great flexibility. It's giving it durability because we want to make sure that it is, you know, durable for many years to come. And right now I just have a prototype in my hand, but it also comes in a black nubuck. So I want to make sure that you know it's nubuck. It's a high quality piece of leather, and it really gives a nice softness to it. And then check out, of course, that nice little design on the side there. So now that I explained that construction, going into Turkey, we have something new for 23, and this is the funny part. It's called a mansaro. So we got the name from our Fusaro, and yes, it's for our gents, and you can see the really nice coloration here. So there's that opanka, there's that construction that we talked about, and of course the coolness here is, you know, it's the nubuck coloration. So right here in my hand, I have a really rich burgundy Bordeaux color, a really nice navy, and of course we have other colors coming in. We have black, and we also have an olive in a gray. So you can stay tuned for those coming. So what I want to point out is, here's your twin gore, slip in, slip out very easily, and then we're going to give him some padding, and you'll notice that throughout all of our men's styles. We like to give padding around the collar, and especially that heel, so obviously he's nice and comfortable. So this is our mansaro, and we're super excited about him, as you can see. So a repeat item, still made in Turkey, along those same lines is style Mateo. He is ranked number 7. So we're bringing him, of course, in these gorgeous nubucks. I can't tell you how nice and soft they are. And it also gives a really nice, cool, casual look. I'm going to point out this gray because I always say gray is such a smart looking color, and it is. So what we're doing here is, of course, twin gore, easy on and off, and of course it's all our signature removable insoles. You can see pin dots, but of course he's lined. So he's lined all the way through. The pin dots obviously give him a great look and just giving him something really nice and sporty, and here are the colorations. And that's our style Mateo. Our next style is just like Mateo, but he's in some smooth leathers, and his name is Whip. So I'm going to point out the navy because I just think we do navy so wonderful. And think of when we talk about navies and all these great colors, you can dress him up, dress him down. Our fellas are getting out there and they want to get dressed just like our ladies do. So these are the answers for him. So again, made in Turkey. It's that same great construction and just a really nice, easy slip-on. And I do want to just give you the reminder that Spring Step is all about the European last, and of course that's going to give you some more room where you need it. Move your feet, move your toes, because that's all going to equal to comfort. Our next style is number 9, and this is style CETO. So leathers, just like I mentioned before, they're pebbled leather, giving it a really nice look. And take a notice of this outsole. So I believe he is just a really sleek look. You can see a little bit of that driver just to come up, and the reason why we do it, in fact, I'm going to spin him around for you. The reason why we do that is to actually protect the leather, and that's something very important because not all men's styles have that, but we certainly do. And again, here is your black and brown, and we like to do the browns, as you notice throughout the whole presentation. We do the browns in so many different shades. Jarrett, ranked number 8. Now, with Jarrett, I'm just going to take a few minutes to tell you about this exceptional comfort. Number 1, he's a direct attached construction, and what that does is there's no midsole. So look at that. I'm literally almost bending him in half, and that's the beauty of him. It has to do with the construction. You can see that really great bottom. I want you to see all that great comfort, the traction that we give, and also it has right here a little bit of the shock absorbing right for the heel strike. So not only on that outsole, but take notice where it is right here on this removable insole. So that's going to give him all that protection he needs from the impact of walking, so he can walk with confidence. And then I'm going to flip this insole over, and check this out right here. We're going to give you some extra cushioning right there where you need it at that point of the foot. Now, I explained the construction, but look at his great looks. Pebbled leather, leather lined, and of course a really nice fit. Just a very handsome style and super comfortable. Our next style here is made in Turkey, and his name is CRISPIN, ranked number 2. And I always say, I hope you can see why. Just a really rich looking style. I love the richness of this particular color brown. You can see perforations, leather, exterior and interior. And remember, I pointed out before, look at how care we take. We're going to take that outsole, we're going to bring him up just a little bit, giving him the protection that he needs. And I can just tell you how really lightweight and really smart looking he is. And that's our style, CRISPIN, ranked number 2. Our next style here is again made in Turkey, and this is Luciano. Now, take a look at him as far as giving him some texture, elevating that look. And what I like so much is we kind of have some mixed materials going on here. I'm really going to actually showcase this particular navy because I do have a little love for navy, but you can see the texture here, which gives him a rich look. The bit we wrapped actually in leather, and look, it's really giving him a nice casual look. I'm going to flip him around the back so you can see we put leather on the back, and here it's almost like that driver mock, so we can protect that piece of the shoe. And you know what, let me just kind of flip the bottom because it's important for you to see all that great traction. And then, oh my gosh, I'm talking to you about all these constructions, and that's the spring step difference. That's the spring step experience. And that's our number 6, Luciano. Now, I have something new for you, and he is not on your line sheet, so I please ask you to write him in, and you can actually snap a picture of the screen if you so desire. His name is Tate. Now, with Tate, you can see we're taking something very traditional, right? We're taking more of that penny moccasin look, where you can see right here around we have that really great stitching, and we're giving him a more casual style. And how we're doing that look, it has to do with that outsole. So this is made in Turkey, so you could be assured that, oh my gosh, the leathers are just so nice and soft, and it's a rich brown. So as we look at these styles, think of how versatile they are. And another thing is just think of all the age groups that it can cover. And I can tell you, men, I have to tell you, they do have a pretty extensive wardrobe. So now we're getting into something else from Turkey, and this is new, and I'm actually going to flip him right around because the back just says so much. His name is Ozark. Again, new for 23, and check out the back. Look at how we've done him. Number 1, we're bringing in the mix of the material. So I love the white so very much. It's bringing in this beautiful, rich, dark forest green with the gray. So look at the back, look at that outsole, and then I'm going to give you a quick side view because I want you to see, look at the dimension of the outsole. Really nice, really modern, giving him a really nice flare. And of course you have a nice navy, and then that contrasting color of course is a dark brown, and then a black. And the pieces to point out for you here is the tongue. It is padded, and of course it's nice and lightweight. And here's what I'm going to do just as a quick second for you, because I keep telling you this is our signature. Check it out. So this is our signature removable insole. You know we use it in the ladies line. We're going to treat the gents the same exact way, and you can see really nice leather. So this way you're in nice comfort. So this is style Ozark and new for spring of 23. So our next style here is something just as cool as the last style. And his name is Arlan, and he is made in Turkey. And you can see, you know, Turkey is our specialty. Here's that removable insole that I brag about. And what I'm going to show you right now is, I'm just going to lift these styles up because look at how awesome it looks with that light gray color of the leather on that removable insole. It gives him a really cool look. You can see how great that outsole is. So as I describe this outsole, it's really this opaque color, and it's giving him a really pretty fresh look. Yes, I said pretty, but handsome look, just so he can have a really nice wardrobe. I like so much how these suedes have a really rich color, and it's all in the colorations, and of course the contrast stitch just pops it up. So you can see how we're taking something very traditional, bringing it to the next level, and think of the young men too. They want to be just as fashionable. So we're going right here to Style KRIS, and he is ranked number 3. So what makes him so absolutely great to rank him as number 3? Number 1, it's the lightweightness. It's the look. Look at the gorgeous gray. Yes, black is very nice. He is basic, but there's something super duper special about this gray. You can see right here all around. I want to tell you that it is it's a stretch lycra neoprene, and that actually goes right around just this top line. And what that's going to allow is, of course, comfort when your foot is in there on top of the foot, but also to get in with ease. You have a toggle, and these are really cool. They're elasticized laces, and it just gives a really nice lightweightness and look. Now, for spring of 23, I have a new color in KRIS, as I mentioned earlier, and it's a cognac. So take a look at how cool and rich that cognac color looks. So we're super excited about this new color, and I hope you are as well. And that's our Style KRIS, ranked number 3. Super light. And I can tell you another thing. We have some fellas in the office who also wear him. Next style is made in Turkey, something new, and this is Stanton. And I always pop these out for you so you can see. And if you notice, when I say signature removable insoles, it's that same great arch support that you're going to get. And of course, we use nice, high quality materials, so this way it stays substantial, because that's what's going to give you the comfort. I'm going to point out this color because I always want to point out my favorites to you, right? This is such a beautiful, rich, medium brown color, and I want you to see that outsole. So just as I was describing before, like more of that opaque color outsole, it really just gives it a great look. And I want you to see the white. I just want you to see really how it contrasts together with that white, and of course, just a nice traditional lace up. Okay. Next style, made in Italy. So let's get some easy breezy looks going. His name is Lawrence. This is a repeat style for us because he does continue to sell. Now, what I can tell you is that we also see that, and I keep bringing up ages because the young gentlemen also love these particular style. So you're going to see this is made in Italy. We're going to boast that right out there because that's important to most folks. You can see that little, we're going to wave that Italian flag right here, right on that, right here on the upper. It is a really nice, easy, it's a mesh style. It has some of that materials there. And then I just want to also point out, you know, we're putting that removable insole in there. And again, it is Style Lawrence. Okay, so we're going to get into Style Anders, number 18 on the program. So what's wonderful about Anders is, and I talk about something that's versatile. Well, this style is versatile and it's ageless. So number 1, super duper lightweight. I wish you could feel it. It's like, wow, light as a feather, hardly any, you won't even feel like you're wearing anything. Take notice of the cool outsole, that really nice coloration. And yes, it is a knit material. And I do want to just brag for one moment about our knit materials. If you notice, take notice of how it has that structure, because we want to make sure that it keeps structure as it goes, you know, as it stays for the wear. And then of course it's easy to get in and out. And for 2023, that's a tongue twister, we have new colors under development. We're doing a really nice and off-white, and that's going to give him this really fresh, almost like, chic look with that off-white with that outsole. So we will follow up later on with some new coloration, so please make sure to look out for that, and that's our style Anders. So you can see we're bringing him nice relaxed styles and really nice comfort. I have another new style that's not on your program. You're going to write him in. He number 18A, and this is Fado. So what's so wonderful about him? Of course, made in Turkey. There's those gorgeous leathers that I do brag to you about. You can see that burnishing. So can you imagine that someone actually has their hands here and burnishing that? That's a signature of ours, and we're giving him a more refined look with this style. So we're taking that classic upper, giving him a refined look. It's that little bit of the dressy heel, and take notice of that. Wow, that's the wow factor that sets us apart because of the construction and the materials. It is unbelievable. So you know that if it's that flexible, it's going to move with you, and it's going to be just extra super duper comfortable. And please take notice of him. So as you can see, I'm talking about refined styles, really nice look. So we're going to get into our little bit of our dressy styles. Now, there's no reason why, just because I say a dressy style, he can also wear these with dark jeans or dark pants. I think that's such a smart way. This is our style Charlie. Remember, we talked about European last. We're going to give you the room where you need it. So although we're giving you a style with more of a pointy toe, you could be assured you will have that room where you need it because of that European last. So now we're taking a really nice, I'm going to say actually a classic, where you have that really nice front where you have the pin dots, and you can see just a nice traditional tie, and just take notice, of course, of that heel and then the really nice colors. I do point out this color because I think it's just really rich and nice. And one thing you'll see about our men's collection, it is not boring when it comes to colors. This next style is no exception. This is style NIKO number 20. So, if you're familiar with our Laertes line, I can tell you this is kind of like a little inspiration from the Laertes, where we take all those great colorations and bringing it here to a men's style. So think of it, we're taking that classic style, we're putting our little twist to it, and it's all about the great colorations. And of course, they're all leather, and they're just a really smart look, and that's our style NIKO. Now, our next style here, we're going to go to Turkey. Now, we're going to go to some ultra comfort. So we always talk about comfort, but this is ultra. Now, what's so great, of course, is you got your removable insole, all leather. Always remember that. And what I can tell you about this is because of the construction, just kind of getting that insole back in there, I do it every time, but it's important for you to see that because, not every men's style is created equally. So ours has that great flexibility. There's that padding right around, nice, easy slip on, and take notice of the toe shape. So you have a really nice toe shape here, and of course we're bringing in that little bit of the toe cap just to give him something extra special. This is style ABISKO, and he is a great outsole. Now, on that same exact outsole that I just described and telling you how ultra comfortable it is, here is KACIO. So I'm going to show you the bottom just so you can see, because it's important for you to see right here. And I talked about heel strike before and shock absorbency. Well, this has it as well, and that's important for you to see as well. And also the traction. So you got great traction, but look, when you see him from here, he has a really nice, clean, sleek look. So we want to give him ease, and we want to do that with a hook and loop closure right here. You can see the width of the strap, so you can see obviously it's going to close right there and keep you nice and comfortable, and that's our style KACIO. Our next style here is style DEVON, and I'm just going to go to the next style, which is number 24, and we'll circle back, and his name is John. So number 24 is John. Now, I talked to you about direct injected and all those great flexibility and comfort features, and this is no exception. So this is another style that is direct attached, so of course it's going to bring you great looks and great comfort. And you know what, here we're giving him a clean look. So you can see that toe is a little bit more, I'm going to call it that almond shape. You can see it has, of course, that twin goring, beautiful leathers. This leather, we give a little bit of that nice high shine to him. And I do want to point out, on the bottom here, right here is where you have that nice shock absorbency for that heel strike. And there's that great outsole. And that's our style, John. My next style here is Felix. So Felix, what's with Felix? And I can tell you what's with him. So you got nice padding right around that back collar. You're going to have all that, you know, that twin goring as you need it for the slip-in. But take notice again of that character, that toe character. So you can see he has a little bit of that guard here, just for, of course, a nice look. And take notice of the outsole. So now he's a heel. Has that little bit of that dressier look. Dress him up, dress him down. But again, it's all about those great outsoles that we have. And another point about the outsoles is that they're polyurethane. So that's what's giving it that lightweightness, and that's of course giving it all that great traction and really flexibility. Our style here is matte. Matte is a classic, and you can see as these last few styles, I'm telling you, these have been with us because they're classics and they never go out of style. They're very traditional. We're gonna give matte a nice square toe. Again, European last, beautiful leathers. Again, you can see right here a nice traditional lace up, and then just take notice of the way we have designed him just to give him a really nice, I call it a smart look. And of course, there's that padding that we always like to brag about right there. And that's our style map. Now let's go to Turkey. And we're getting into something new, but not only that, this is an outside stitch construction. So here is our signature removable insole. Goes without saying. I'm just gonna flash it for you really quick so you can see right here, and of course it's leather. Now what the beauty of him is that we're bringing in these gorgeous nubucks, and as I described to you before, it just gives it a really rich, beautiful look to him. You're going to see perforations. Now these are pin dots. I will tell you that although the back is lined, these pin dots do go all the way through for a little bit of a perforation, and you can see of course the I'm just going to say the really nice smart design that it really gives. Here's the back because I want to show you the outsole. I talk about the stitch construction. You actually see that stitching right there on the welt. That gives it the flexibility and the durability, but also I talked to you about how we like to protect the shoe. We're bringing that outsole all the way up here just for that really nice protection, and wow, he's just so nice and lightweight. I'm going to point out this really nice navy color, and of course you have a camel, a black, and then just a really nice smart taupe. So you can see we're giving a nice selection of really nice colorations, okay? I'm going to go back right now to Devon. Thank you for your patience, and this is number 23. And what's so wonderful about Devon is it's just his, you know, I always look at it about the toe character. So you can see that nice toe character giving him room here. Of course, all leather, that goes without saying. There's that twin gore right on the side, but we're giving him a little bit more of a dressy look because when we do that twin gore right here, I hope you can see that it has that little bit of that leather covering. So now he has a really clean, dressy look. And of course, here's the great outsole right here. Okay, and we also, I'm showing you the black, but we also have him available in a brown. Okay, so let's get back on track. And we're actually at number 28, and this is NICCOLO. So this is made in Turkey. And we're talked about the other style I showed you. We're talking about the construction. So what you're going to see coming up next is also with this style, excuse me, a little tongue-tied there, is that you're going to see this is that that outside stitch construction. So we're going to give him a really rich pebbled finished leather. You can see it's a butt stitch right here if you follow my finger, and that's giving him a little nice aesthetic there to that style. There is, you know, you see all our slip-ons because that's what he likes. Slip-on, very easy. Always going to put that elastic twin goring and of course all that great padding. And that's our style NICCOLO. Our next style on the program is also made in Turkey, and his name is ENZO. Take notice, there's that great stitch construction that we talk about, and then you can see it has a little bit more of a square toe. It's a really nice black and a brown all leather, and here is that really nice smart looking outsole. So just something very nice and very casual. So as we talk about more of this casual feeling. I'm going to stay in turkey, but let's get into some more sandals, if you will, something a little bit more open for him. This is style Laredo, and his rank is number 10. So we're giving him a nice back strap. Now, because these are open, doesn't mean that we don't pay attention to the flexibility. There's that great construction, and of course the padding. I hope you can see my finger here depressing on the padding, and then we're gonna get into some great closures, right? We're gonna give him a really nice, easy hook and loop closure with that D-ring. Please take notice of the toe box. We're gonna give him enough room so he can wiggle his toes, and then just a really nice, to me, it's a classic nice sandal. This is Laredo, and his rank is number 10. So let's stay within this whole, sandalized version. So this is made in Turkey as well. This is our style Espino. So you may know him as Aspen. We are updating his name to Espino. He is ranked number 4. And again, made in Turkey, all that great stitch construction. So what we did here, we're giving him a closed back. And that's something really cool. So you have your hook and loop closure here, giving him a closed back, but yet giving him that really nice look of that sandalized look where you have some of the openness, and of course how you have the upper, that leather is really interwoven, and you have some really nice rich colors there, and that is ranked number 4. So we're going to stay in Turkey because that's really where we have a big strength with, and this is style OZZI. Taking a very traditional 2-buckle silhouette, functioning buckles, and this is a nubuck material. A nubuck, just so you know, as I explained before, just gives it a really nice look, and of course a softness. So really you can adjust him. It becomes a personalized sandal just for you. And I do want to point out that you do have the arch support right there, and of course, he's flexible and he's super duper lightweight, and that's our style OZZI. We're going to take that same exact silhouette, we're going to give him a back strap. So this style is called SPIRO. So along the same exact lines as OZZI I just told you, but he has a back strap and he has a functioning buckle here. So really when you look at 3 points of adjustability, that is great because it's a customized fit right there, and you got your nice arch support. So we've got something new. Let's talk about new sandals for our great fellas out there. So this is made in Turkey, and this is our style KREINDEL. And what's so great about him is it really has to do with the footbed. Of course, the great looks on the upper, but it's that footbed. So you can see the footbed right there. I hope you can see my hand here where you have that great arch support. I hope you can see also it's wide enough to accommodate, and really the upper design, it's a dark brown and a black, but this upper design has really nice, almost like a little bit of a, almost like a basket weave, if I was just to describe it as such. And I also want to say that we do put a little bit of padding right here around that top, just so it's really nice and comfortable, especially around that top of the foot. And this is also something new for 23. Now, I like this style, and here's what I'm going to say about this style. I see this style as a little bit younger, and of course you can see that what we've done here is we have a little bit of the padding here. So number 1, it gives you padded, it gives you that comfort, but number 2, it really gives a really great look with all that trend that's going on. You have some mixed media with the different leathers. You have a little bit more of like a nubuck here with your smooth leathers, and then of course check out that footbed. So how cool is that? We're even giving the mixed media here, and then my God, the flexibility and the comfort, it is unheard of. I mean, look at that. That is just a great sandal, and the fellows are going to look good in it too. So we want to also have a new style here, but we want to give a back strap. So check them out. So I was talking about the youthfulness, the great looks, and here we did it here again. So you have that little bit of that padding right here. Number 1, I told you, for comfort. Number 2, it gives it a really smart look. And then of course we're going to give that nice adjustability on that back strap. But take a look here how we did this also. We wanted to make sure that he has the support that he needs on the side. So we have this little bit of that asymmetrical, and then there you go. That's a wow, right? His name is Barbary. So the next style, and again, this is all made in Turkey. So great constructions and high quality leathers inside and out, leather lined, just please remember that. This is our style DIRO. So you can see again, just that great kind of a construction. I'm gonna flip him over just so you can see the bottom with that traction. And then what we have here is, now we're gonna put hook and loop here, right? So now look at that. Look at the inside. I want you to see how great that leather is so you can see that great insole. So we're going to give him something that's nice and clean and easy. And really once you start adjusting them, you could really pretty much just kind of slip them on and make it easy on and easy off, especially for a sandal that has a back strap. Then next style, ranked number 5. So we look at these styles, these are made in Turkey, and these are styles that, think about it, you can wear them indoors or outdoors. So that's another great plus. And here at Spring Step, we always encourage you to, you should be wearing something on your feet although you're inside, because you want the support, you want the comfort, even when you're in the comforts of your own home. The beauty of Ben right here, it is this footbed. And what's so wonderful, I hope you can see here, look at all the greatness here. At that heel, the arch support, you have it at the ball of the foot, you have the toe bar. I mean, that is exceptional. And again, just a really nice, smart upper, slip on very easy. And that's our style Ben. We're going to take Ben, the next style, and we're going to give him a back strap, and we're going to give him a name of Jeff. So same exact outsole, and again, lightweight. Please remember these are made in Turkey, and here we're giving an actual functioning buckle for the adjustability. But again, you could easily slip on and slip off. And remember, indoor, outdoor, I think that's a great, great thing. So I am going to get into something else that's exciting, and it's the Relife collection for men's. So I'm just going to pass this here to you really quick because I want you to see some new POP that we have, and it's for men's. And as you can see in the image, he is what? He's traveling, he's on the go, and that's one of the things that Relife represents. So I'm going to kind of just give you a little highlight about all the features of Relife and what it represents. Now, it's the same exact Relife technology that we have in our women's Spring Step collection, and what it really brings, it's all really around the shock absorbing technology. So it has this superior comforting system, and that's joint friendly for your heel all the way up through your spine. I talked about the comfortable width. It has a little bit more room because really that width is going to help with anything that is fatigue with the feet or the legs. It's a flexible sole, of course, ultra light, and that goes without saying. So that's a couple features of the Relife collection, and I'm so happy to show you some carryover and some new styles in Relife. So let's get right to it. So our first style here, I'm going to start off with something new for 23, and we're really excited, and his name is Nur. And what's so great about him is, number one, all that technology that I just explained, but I also do want to point out that the materials here, these are vegan friendly. And what I just want to say as the last thing is that, for Spring Step in general, the way they craft their shoes matters just as much as the people who wear them. And I like to say that because, we want to make sure that we're doing things that are vegan, that are friendly to our environment and also to ourselves. So let's take a look at this new style. I like the outsole so very much. Take notice of the bottom, and I'm just going to flip it down around so you can see it's all about the cylinders, shock absorbing. You have a primary cylinder and of course those surrounding cylinders, and that's for the heel strike, and it actually goes all the way into that insole right there. So we're going to give him a really nice, it's a wide strap, there is that hook and loop closure, and the colorations, please take notice. I just want to highlight for a minute my favorite color, which is this really nice smart, it's like an olive green, and then of course you have a nice light gray, the blue and the black, and the way that they're constructed is just superior. And I always like to kind of show you the back so you can see all that great padding. And the inside, I just want to tell you, it is a fabric, it's a textile, and that is to help whisk away moisture to bring you comfort. So our next style here is Griffin. He's a repeat style, and he is a traditional lace and has all those great features that I just explained, all those great, I'm going to say, bells and whistles, if you will, and the technologies. And I'm just going to, you know what, let me just kind of pop this here so you can see that's the cylinders, and it's actually in that insole that goes all the way to the heel strike. And that's our style Griffin, just a really nice, smart lace-up style. So let's show you something new. So we're gonna get into Leon. Nice and smart slip-on. So we talked about outsoles, right? We talked about the greatness of looking really smart. So here's what we've done, kind of giving him a little bit more, I'm gonna describe it as a platform look, right? So giving him that really cool look. You can notice that we also pay attention to every single detail. We're gonna put a welt right around here, giving him, number one, a little bit more dimension and really making the style really smart. I'm going to spin this around because I want you to see the back on especially this blue. So take notice of the little details, right? That little bit of the textile. It almost looks like canvas, like a piece of denim. How great is that? I think that's a cute, you know, little touch there. There is that other little bit of the different coloration, and it's just a very smart looking slip-on. So you got that light gray. I showed you a light gray before. It's right on trend. Here he is, and you can see that little back, of course, a really nice brown. And check out the black, really smart looking. I want you to see the back there as well. And of course, that navy blue that I highlighted for you. And that's our new style, Leon. So we have the next style here. He is a repeat style because he does well. His name is Vincent. So classic lace up, but has that sporty look with that nice little, I'm going to call it diagonal striping right around that side there. And again, here's that great padded right on that back of the heel counter that I talked about. And then take notice, please, of the toe shape and just the toe character. And his name is Vincent. So now let's do real life. Let's give you some sandals because we want to get you out there, get you moving, and yes, men, you can show your toes off too. So gradient. So this was a style that we had in this current season, 2022, and we're going to continue with him. And I'm just going to actually put this one right in the front here. So now it's active. It's a little bit more, I'm not going to call him a trailblazer, but yeah, he's active. He has that, and the greatness right here is it's all about, of course, on that footbed, you can see you have the points of adjustability 1, 2, and 3, and that gives him a customized fit just for him, and that's our style gradient. And then as we conclude, I have a slip-on, of course. His name is HAZMAN, and again, he is a current style. We will be continuing with him in 2023, and take a look at this. So it's a nice slip-on, and you have, look at that, you've got some adjustability right there. There's that hook and loop closure, and you do have a removable insole. I'm just going to pop him out just for one brief second because what I really want to focus on is, yes, it's removable and it's washable. And the why we do that is to keep the foot healthy, keep your shoes looking and smelling nice, but also keeping your foot healthy. So we're going to put Velcro right here at that toe, at that heel, as well as right in here. So when you have a cool removable insole like that, that's washable, you want to make sure that he's staying put, especially if it's an open sandal, and that is the solution. We're going to give you, of course, a little bit of that elastic here so it moves with you. And this is our style HAZMAN, and again, just bringing in some really great materials and that great technology. And that is Spring Step Men's for 2023. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you saw many great styles that you like and you think of the wonderful men in your life. And I hope that you have a great day and looking forward to seeing you again soon. So thank you very much.